does happen.
Well, we're not going to see what most people are expecting. That's for sure. I can guarantee that, because most people looking at the weights and saying, oh, they're too far apart. Canelo is too big. No, we're not going to see what y'all think we're going to see. We're going to see.
What did you think about the shove and that moment that happened on stage?
Oh, I'm turning on right now.
Right? Yeah. Did it make you want to go harder for the 13?
I don't know, but made me feel more excited.
I love it.
I'm gonna train so far.
Roy Jones Jr. just finished training with Terence Crawford. After seeing him up close, sparring, moving, punching, and adjusting, Jones believes Canelo Alvarez is in serious trouble. This isn't just a casual opinion. Roy Jones is one of boxing's smartest minds, and he was impressed by Crawford's speed, power, and ability, even with the added weight. He believes Crawford has all the tools to knock Canelo out. What he saw wasn't just elite, it was next level. Crawford, already considered one of the best, is still improving. That kind of focus is dangerous. Jones wasn't just praising him. He explained exactly why he thinks Canelo won't be able to handle him. Roy knows what it takes to move up weight classes and make history.
On the streets, you and Canelo, what would it look like?
Come on, man. Y'all know what I do. I ain't got to talk about it. On the streets, I'm me against anybody. I ain't never going to say another man going to whoop me. So, you know what I mean? That's your answer right there.
I guess in Guadalajara, you think it'd be a little different on the streets if Terence came to town?
I think every city, every place is different, no? It's different. But we don't talking about the streets. We're talking about boxing.
Roy Jones' words have added more excitement and pressure to a fight that was already being called one of the biggest of the decade. Crawford isn't backing away from the spotlight. He's stepping into it with full confidence. This was clear. When Canelo requested a smaller ring for the fight, likely to limit Crawford's movement. Canelo knows Crawford prefers to move around and use angles instead of standing still and trading punches. But Crawford didn't ignore this. He fired right back.
Back and forwards, to be honest with you. Like, when I talk to Bud, I kind of he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability, and he's very convinced. And then you see the presser yesterday, and I thought Canelo looked really well. Do you know what I mean? And obviously he's a big lump, so I was always Canelo. Then I sort of leant towards Bud, but now I'm back with Canelo. So we'll see.
At a recent press conference, Crawford joked, "The only running I'll be doing is upside his head, and it's a big head." It was a funny but meaningful comment. He wasn't afraid of talking about aggression or the small ring. In fact, he accepted the challenge and made his goal clear. "I'm hunting him," he said. "Wherever he is, I'll find him and I'll take him out on September 13th.
The era that surpassed us, you know, the Floyd, the Pacquiao, the De La Hoya, we both came up in that era, and he was right there with those fighters, and he got the chance to fight the Miguel Cottos, the Floyd Mayweathers, and the Kovalevs and Triple G's, and I wasn't able to get those mega fights, so this is my mega fight, this is my moment, and that's the reason why I want to fight an all-time great like Canelo.
Crawford isn't just talking big. He has never lost a fight. With 41 wins, 31 by knockout. He's a 4-weight world champion and recently won a super welterweight title by beating Israel Madrimov. That was another division added to his legacy. Now he's moving up again, this time to face the undisputed champion, Canelo. Meanwhile, Canelo's last fight was one of his least impressive, a dull win over William Skull.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. Big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. It ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat.
In that fight, only 445 punches were thrown into a total record low for a major title bout. It wasn't exciting, and it raised questions about Canelo's current form. He used to be a dangerous, aggressive counterpuncher, but against Skull, he looked flat, slow, and unwilling to take risks, like someone just trying to survive, not win.
Terence Crawford, does he have an opportunity to beat Canelo?
I think if anybody has a chance to beat Canelo, I think it's Terence Crawford. His IQ is on another level. He's a great fighter and he's strong. It's just that it's a lot of weight. I wouldn't be surprised if Terence Crawford wins. Wouldn't be surprised if he loses. Terence Crawford, when he went up against the best opposition, like Errol Spence, he showed what level he's on, what type of dog he is. So I don't know. You really have to let these fights play out to see what happens. He might get hurt. That might activate him to come back strong.
Could you still make 68?
I don't want to make 68.
No, I know you don't. Terence wins 68.
Yeah, well, if that's, yeah, I can make 160.
That version of Canelo won't do well against someone like Crawford, who feeds off slow and hesitant opponents. Crawford is sharp, quick, and punishes any mistake. This fight isn't just about styles anymore. The buildup has been intense. A press event in New York, things got heated when Canelo pushed Crawford on stage and both entourages got involved. It was raw, real emotion, not an act. These are two proud champions from different boxing cultures, and it shows.
There is a champions, good fighters, but elite fighters is different. Wait.
So I'm gonna fight an elite fighter in September.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we're
gonna find out.
Then we're gonna find out.
And don't get me wrong, you're a great fighter.
I know I'm great.
You're a great fighter. But you're gonna find out. I hope your uncle Turki Alashi pay you enough money because it's gonna be the last. That's for sure.
It may be. Maybe.
I hope he pay you enough.
But you know, after fighters fight me, they ain't never the same. So I just hope your career continue.
If you look at my career, never.
Both fighters are former undisputed champions in multiple weight classes. But on September 13th in Las Vegas, they're fighting for more than just a belt. Crawford wants to cement his legacy and prove he belongs among the greatest ever. Canelo, with 63 wins and 39 knockouts, wants to silence those saying he's past his prime.
In boxing, you know what I'm saying? And Terence Crawford is a legend. He's great. He's a great fighter. The only thing I see that I favor Canelo is that is his weight. Yeah. And that he's more bigger. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. But as far as skill set wise, IQ, I feel like Crawford can match anybody and probably do way better. You know what I'm saying? But Crawford is a legend, bro. Yeah. And like I said, you can't count him out. You know what I'm saying?
Boxing legend Bernard Hopkins first thought Crawford was making a mistake by challenging Canelo. That's why we have weight classes, he said. He even worried the fight might be physically dangerous for Crawford. Hopkins later changed his mind.
The others say, like, no, that's 2 more weight classes. Like, once he gets touched by Canelo, it's going to be different.
I am concerned about him absorbing a Canelo punch, especially through the course of 12 rounds. We do know this about Canelo. He's going to slow down, so I think if anything, Canelo would try to start fast and bang on him and break him down before he gets later, and he still got that kind of steam. But, there's so many components that make a champion. There's so many components that make a legend. It's just so much.
In a new interview, Hopkins said Crawford has an 85% chance of winning. That's not cautious optimism, it's strong belief. He said Crawford isn't fighting to prove anything. He's fighting to show that Canelo's time is over. Coming from someone as respected and detail-focused as Hopkins, that means a lot. He believes if Crawford controls the pace, it'll be too much for Canelo.
He hopes you don't run. And Turki has a knockout bonus in this fight. And there seems to be something out there like the way for you to win this fight is to move. Is that true?
Listen.
Turki, you need to put a small ring. The smaller ring in the...
There's also a big bonus on the line. His Excellency Turki Alalshik, a main sponsor, announced a large reward for whoever scores a knockout. He didn't reveal the exact amount, but said this fight needs to be finished, not just for belts or legacy, but for the fans. This isn't just a boxing match, it's a high-end event. The winner will also receive the most expensive Ring Magazine belt ever made, crafted in the UK with gold and royal level detail. It's not just a prize, it's a symbol of who rules this era.
disappointment if this did normal boxing numbers, you know, and let's be real, you know what Jake Paul is gonna say. He already shitted on this fight. Don't let the numbers not come anywhere close to his numbers with Tyson, and it's gonna be all bad. Would it even matter if Bud and Canelo didn't do the numbers of Jake and Tyson? Or is that an indictment on the sport that, you know, it's just showing what our fan base prefers, right?
For Canelo to win, he'll have to stop a fighter who's not only moving up in weight, but also gaining speed, timing, and confidence. Crawford isn't moving up just to take a chance. He believes he deserves the throne. And he has support from legends like Roy Jones and Bernard Hopkins. Crawford knows many fans will support Canelo, especially in Las Vegas, but he's ready for that too. Let them boo, he said. They'll cry when they go home.
You need to put a small ring, the smaller ring in the...
Hey, Matt. Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
That's the kind of line people remember forever. If Crawford wins especially by knockout, he'll instantly enter the conversation for top 10 greatest fighters ever. He'd become a 5-weight champion, beat a naturally bigger star, and stay undefeated dull without the massive promotional machine that backs Canelo. But Canelo must rediscover his fire. He can't afford to be passive like he was against Skull.
Everything is on Terence Crawford's side, all the legacy, meaning he only has the opportunity to win the belts. Saul only has an opportunity to defend them. Terence Crawford has an opportunity to be in a 5 division and the only person to win all 4 belts in 3 separate weight divisions. Why is Saul taking this fight? And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's some things in life more important than just the belts. And that 20-year career that Terence Crawford made, that all that he has, is very valuable. Very, very valuable. He had 1 foot out the game.
Floyd Mayweather's name always comes up when Canelo is in a big fight. His 2013 loss to Mayweather remains the only time he was completely outboxed. Now, Canelo is turning that memory into motivation. He's shocked fans by saying Crawford is better than Mayweather. Crawford is smarter and protects himself better, Canelo said. That bold claim spread fast and drew criticism, especially from Floyd's family.
What all these streamers and these other YouTube guys, they didn't turn boxing into it's like a comedian show. It's just putting anybody in the ring. So Crawford and Canelo, good thing that fight is coming, because it's kind of put some kind of legitimacy back to